Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We are going to expose the massive, hidden inefficiencies locked inside modern business operations. It doesn't matter if you're running a gigantic factory floor or just managing a complex office workflow. There's a really high chance you're bleeding time, money, and energy without even realizing it. But today, we're going to fix that.
Let's ask ourselves a seriously tough question. Are we actually adding value, or are we just kind of spinning our wheels? Think about it for a second. How often are you just waiting around for approvals, endlessly searching for a tool, or maybe over-preparing a report that literally nobody asked for? Well, in lean methodology, waste is defined as anything that eats up resources but doesn't add value for the customer. And trust me, it is absolutely everywhere.
To put this into perspective, benchmark data tracking over 3,000 manufacturing machines reveals a pretty shocking truth. The average machine capacity actually being utilized, it's a mere 54.54%. That means nearly half of the potential output is just sitting there, completely lost to delays, changeovers, or just a lack of demand. It just goes to show that hidden waste isn't some minor annoyance. It's a massive drain on your potential. So, to cure this massive inefficiency, we'll use this explainer as a tactical playbook. We're going to cover 1. The origins of lean and TPS, 2. The enemies, which are the 3 M's and waste, 3. The 5 lean principles, 4. Essential lean management tools, and 5. Building a lean organization.
All right, Section 1, Origins of Lean and TPS, the history of the system. Because, lean didn't just magically appear out of thin air. It was forged in the fires of absolute necessity.
Going back to the early 1900s, Henry Ford totally revolutionized manufacturing with the moving assembly line, right? He created this continuous flow. But fast forward to post-World War II, Japanese auto companies, specifically Toyota, were facing massive resource shortages. They simply couldn't afford Ford's style of huge batch production. So brilliant engineers like Taiichi Ohno and E.G. Toyota adapted those ideas to create the Toyota Production System, or TPS. Their focus was laser sharp: make only what's needed exactly when it's needed. Decades later, in 1990, MIT researchers studied this incredible success story and officially coined the term lean to describe it to the rest of the world.
Listen to this quote from Kiichiro Toyota because it perfectly captures the whole philosophy behind TPS. The entire system rests on 2 massive pillars. First, just-in-time production. That means absolutely no massive stockpiles of inventory. Parts arrive exactly when they're needed. The second pillar is jidoka, which roughly translates to automation with a human touch. Essentially, it means building quality directly into the process. So if even a single abnormality pops up, the machine stops immediately, totally preventing a cascade of defects down the line.
Moving on to Section 2, the enemies, 3 M's and waste. Identify the targets, because obviously you can't fight what you can't clearly see.
Think of lean kind of like sculpting. We have to aggressively chisel away the 3 M's to reveal a smooth, efficient operation underneath. The first M is mura, which is unevenness in your workflow. Think of massive demand spikes followed by total dead time. That inconsistency breeds the second M, muri. Muri is all about overburdening your machines or your people, pushing them way past their limits. And as we all know, that directly leads to burnout and breakdowns. Finally, we have muda. That's the actual waste itself. It's all those non-value-adding activities that completely plague our day-to-day operations.
If you want to spot muda easily, just memorize the downtime acronym. That stands for defects, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. It literally covers everything. We're talking defects that require rework, waiting around for your boss's approval, all the way down to the physical motion of walking clear across a factory or an office just to grab a specific tool. And take a look at that brilliant addition of non-utilized talent. It's a great reminder that ignoring your frontline team's ideas and problem-solving skills is honestly just as wasteful as leaving a broken machine sitting on the floor.
All right, Section 3, the 5 lean principles. These are your rules of engagement.
These 5 steps, originally defined by researchers Womack and Jones, dictate the entire lean mindset. First up, identify value. And remember, value is defined purely by the customer. If they wouldn't pay for it, it's waste, period. Second, map the value stream. You need to see every single step it takes to actually deliver that value. Third, create flow. You have to make that process flow smoothly, completely free of bottlenecks. Fourth, establish pull. Instead of forcing things through, let customer demand trigger the production. And fifth, seek perfection. You must constantly, continuously improve, a concept known as Kaizen, to chase absolute perfection.
That brings us to Section 4, Essential Lean Management Tools. Principles are great, but these are your actual tactical weapons.
Just think about how most places operate. They take a wild guess at what customers want, push products down the line, and end up with massive warehouses stuffed full of unsold inventory. That is a classic push system. Lean, on the other hand, uses visual signals, like a Kanban board, to pull work only when a workstation actually needs it. It's exactly like a grocery store shelf. You only restock the cereal when a customer actually buys a box. It's so simple, but it dramatically cuts down on overproduction waste.
Now, to establish real physical stability and stop all that motion waste, you deploy the 5S methodology to aggressively organize your workspace. You sort out the junk. You set the necessary tools in order. You shine and clean the area. You standardize the procedures so everyone does things the best possible way. And, most importantly, you sustain that discipline over time. Doing this turns a chaotic shop floor or even a messy digital hard drive into a highly tuned, reliable engine.
And when you need to see the big picture, you use value stream mapping. Now, this isn't just some basic flowchart. It visually maps out every single action, material transfer, and information exchange. By visualizing the entire journey, from raw material all the way into the customer's hands, you expose those hidden bottlenecks, the wait times, and the transportation wastes that are absolutely killing your lead times.
Finally, we have Section 5, Building a Lean Organization. This is all about sustaining success. This requires a massive shift in how we actually lead people. Instead of sitting in a corner office just staring at spreadsheets all day, lean leaders take what are called Gemba walks. Gemba literally translates to the real place. So managers go directly to where the work is actually happening. They observe the process, talk to the frontline employees, and solve problems together. It shows a really deep respect for the people who actually know the process best. Then, to keep everyone moving in the exact same direction, successful organizations use Hoshin Kanri, also known as policy deployment. Management sets clear, strategic challenges, something like improve yield by 7%. But instead of dictating the exact action items, they play catch-ball with their teams. They empower the team to study the process and figure out the best tactical path to actually hit that goal. It's brilliant because it aligns the entire company from the top down and the bottom up.
And listen, all of this is sustained by a daily management system. This isn't just some once-a-year corporate retreat. It is a daily, relentless habit. Teams have quick 10-minute huddles around visual management boards to check if they're winning or losing that particular shift. If there's an abnormality, they jump on it using root cause problem-solving tools like the 5 Whys to catch it and kill it immediately, way before it snowballs into a massive crisis.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to take a hard look around your own workspace. Whether that's a sprawling manufacturing plant, a busy hospital ward, or a fast-paced software development team, where is the Mura? Where is the Muri? And where is the Muda? What inefficiencies are just hiding there in plain sight, and what are you going to chisel away first? The tools are right in front of you. Now go use them.